All right. Out of character. 20-fold, is that 20 times? All right.
Roll a linguistics check.
About 200.
200, okay. What flag were the orcs flying?
This is just going to have to take a moment for me to actually remember.
Did you send that whisper?
Yes. Oh, wow, I sent that to myself.
I was worried you might have sent it to Johan.
No. The band we entered with did not fly a banner, but I saw a burning crow. I saw many of our war bands from the north, some of our rivals. The Orcs, however, they did not owe allegiance and did not speak of it.
I'll look at Nam and Naukir to see if they have any idea what any of those heraldries perhaps mean.
I recognise any of them from the time I've spent in the north.
Anyone that is wanting to know, give me history.
All right. History buffs.
However,
God,
Alex,
damn it.
I was gonna say, Alex, you would know the Burning Crow, yes.
Whose heraldry is the Burning Crow?
The Burning Crow, that is one of the more prolific raiding bands from the north. Where are all my notes?
That's what I ask myself every time I go to class.
Ha 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 ha!
Hey,
Oh,
Ross.
hi, Ross.
Nice of you to show up.
I've been here for all of 2 minutes.
Have you started the recording yet, class?
Instantly. Do you not notice that?
Nope.
Don't get a notification. Feels bad, man. I apologize. I was very busy lying in bed watching BoJack Horseman. I totally lost track of the time. Very important stuff. We all get distracted.
BoJack Horseman, huh? Is that what they call it now?
40 minutes later, you highly judged me.
Well, Ross is into that special kind of content. You know.
Anywho, so the Burning Crow is the flag of the Ebon Clouds.
Are they an orc tribe or?
Nords.
So Baka and okay, yeah, you would know, and Tom as well. Yeah, you know they're Nords, and they're one of the more prolific bands that have raided the lands over time.
Any of the other ones?
Which other one did I give you when you were speaking?
The Burning Crow was the only one I remember.
Okay. Okay, for brevity's sake, you mentioned the Crossed Serpent.
Mm-hmm.
And same check, that'd be the Viper clan.
I thought there was a white something, but I could be wrong.
So say White Skull.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll go with White Skull. And the White Skull is White Skull. Yep. They're the three that he's given you off the top of his head.
Why is it that you all are searching for Lieutenant Edlard?
Narrows his gaze at you.
Wait, wasn't that note from the dead scouts?
No.
What do you know of Lieutenant Edlard?
Well, we know quite a bit, but the question is, what do you know?
Prominent figure within the scouting division of Urchin. Acts as a emissary to the weak king of the Orcs. Why are you so concerned?
Well, thoroughness is a virtue among my people, so I figured we should cover all the bases. More specifically, he has been feeding us considerable information, and we wish to ascertain just how much of that information you all are aware of.
We raid, we pillage. Information is not needed.
Raid and pillage, yes, it's funny that you should mention that, since typically when you raid and pillage, you then leave, but you have not left. What's that about?
And just shrugs. The semantics of our raiding. So what if we stay longer?
So at this particular moment, Naokia stands up behind him, takes the blade from the fire. It's now glowing orange, and he just holds it next to his ear and says, "Now, about you following the orcs. That's not true, is it?"
Roll me intimidation. Yeah.
Does he get advantage because of all the setup we have done?
He does not.
Maybe a wisdom save or something? I don't know. I don't care. I'll just roll.
Oh, a minute, just go on a d20 because I can't be bothered writing the command. Okay, so as you bring the knife up to the side of his face, he doesn't seem really phased about the actual the threat of the branding. Yeah, he's kind of facing it down with a steely gaze. But when you begin to question him and question his integrity, he kind of wavers a little bit and leans away from the blade.
It's funny because that's not what your friend here said, and I'll pat the man that I'm sitting on.
Give me a deception on that one.
Okay.
So you didn't give him Ero's death. You call us savages.
Well,
I call
actually,
you liars.
he said something quite different from you. He said, "Please make it stop. Please.
Oh, please make it stop."
I put my pinky in my mouth, and then I shove it in his ear.
Whoa!
Give him a wedge.
Whoa! Too far! What kind of torture is this?
There's a
What
line,
in
you
Silvar's
monster.
name are you doing?
There's a whole lot more where this came from.
Frankly, I'm not
I-
very afraid.
I settle down and put the blade back into the fire. Carry on.
And he kind of like gives you the kind of kind of stink eye where one eye's wider than the other.
Hmm.
So to be clear, he didn't answer the question.
No.
He evaded the question. Yes.
Well, I see that you're going to waste our time, and we'll have to draw this out a little bit. And I'll apparate a dagger, like a serrated, curved dagger. Now, and I'll look him over. Where to begin?
I have this horrible itch on my lower back. You could start there.
Start with the face.
I don't think a man this ugly cares so much about his face. But, oh, he is a man, isn't he?
Oh.
Oh.
I turn away and look a little disgusted.
I cut the front of his pants away. Now, what were you saying?
Roll
Are you
for dex
shrugged? Do you want to continue shrugging?
He's
And I'll start
remarkably
to
not well
draw the
endowed.
blade. I'll start to
Did
draw
you
the
roll
blade.
for that?
Yes.
Was that fatal?
It's more of a kind of 3-nut kind of configuration.
Higher ranks does he score? Are you gonna roll for that too?
But I start to draw the blade, and just enough pressure to draw blood.
I do not know what you want me to tell you. I paid. I am not in charge. You mutilate a man. Why? I'm telling you the truth.
Tell us why you came here. You were clearly not only following the orcs.
We were following these orcs, yes, but we were sent to scout and test the strength of Urchin, find weaknesses, exploit them.
By whom?
I don't actually know. I'm telling you the truth.
Describe him.
We were given
Wow.
missives.
By whom?
How do these missives arrive?
Pieces of paper?
I roll my eyes. Yes, on pieces of paper, but do they just appear? Do somebody bring it? A bird? A squirrel? How do they travel from A to B?
One day a raven, then another day an orc will carry it, a runner.
How many other scouting bands are in the area?
Well, my men, we were split into 4 bands, each with orcish minders. For the other clans, I couldn't say.
Were you on one of the ends, or were you in the middle? How did you spread out?
We were sent to test Urchin.
And the others? What were they to test?
Another band was sent north of Urchin to do the same, and the other 2 are sent to Eastmarch.
I do not remember where East March is at.
I imagine towards the east.
We are in the east of the kingdom.
Yeah.
I think it's the one up by the lake. That's quite far away.
That's correct. Look, I am a scout like these men. I have orders, I follow them.
All right. One more thing. You have many travelers where you are from?
We're all travelers.
I'm talking people like us coming to your place. up in the north. Crossing the spine.
Travel the world. I do not understand the question. People like you, what do you mean?
Any people who use arcane magic?
You've never been to the north, have you, friend?
I wouldn't ask if I had.
Your ignorance shows.
And yet the answer is
Maybe you'll find out one day.
Oh, that's not very helpful.
I'll take a firmer hold and press the blade in a little further.
Enough talk.
This is like the Inglourious Bastard scene where it's like, now take your schnitzel finger and point on the sauerkraut map where all you.
As you do, Felix, you would see, since you're facing north, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone else that's kind of facing towards the guy, now Kier, I suppose, as well, because you're kind of talking to the nod. You would have seen that Sergeant Merrick has kind of pulled the cart within eye shot and is dismounted. He's kind of hobbling over to you.
Didn't I tell him to wait at the end of last session?
Yep.
He doesn't. Yeah, he
You
doesn't.
told him to wait this session as well. He doesn't care.
Oh.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He
do
doesn't
it.
answer to you.
See how he answers to me and he's knocked unconscious and Michael.
As long as the kids don't see it.
Well, if everybody is done asking questions, or wait, no. What was the result of our extra effort here? Does he answer the question or not?
He doesn't have an answer to give. He's just kind of he's tripping over his words, trying to give you an answer that you want to hear.
I walk over to him and uncut his bindings and tell him to pick up a sword and come with me.
I will leave him alone.
Yeah, me too.
Have we had a rest since our previous engagement?
No.
I haven't had an engagement.
Yeah, back is still full.
Oh, I forgot back of the AFK last session.
Yeah, he stands up and...
One last thing. You say you're a traveler. Have you encountered any dragons on your way here?
The previous answer stands. You'd never been to the north. Your ignorance shows.
Is that a yes or no?
When he steps away to go get his warrior's death, I would like to, if I can, just cut his throat from behind.
I impose myself between the blade and the person.
Well,
You got a ninja marker.
so he's kind of standing up using the hilt of the sword and kind of using it as a cane to stand up. Give me a stealth check, Felix.
That's right, right?
Because he's kind of like turned his back to you.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
throwing it. Better than last week, though.
Definitely.
Okay, he turns his head as you kind of stub your toe or make a rustling in the grass and rolls deftly out of the way.
I point my great sword at Felix and say he's mine.
I don't even have whole person anymore.
I don't believe you hold any sway over me, barbarian. He will answer our questions, and he will do it correctly, or he will not receive his warrior's death. Why should I give him what he wants, when he will not give us what we asked for?
He's right. You're ignorant. You've never lived in the north.
Then you answer the question.
Yeah.
There are winged beasts in the north.
Yeah, so
Any
back you would know
lizards?
there's definitely dragons in the north.
No, I'm gonna hit him with an arcane, with a Eldritch Blast.
1 minute.
Is that back or the
Yeah, now Kia gets.
I'm going to sketch a courtly bow to Baka, and when my arm points out, it will point at the man, and I will hit him with
Something
an
else is
slice.
happening before that.
That's fine.
Lol. I love Felix. What an asshole. Bows and fucking fires a shot. Is he doing it?
Just retcon that quickly, just as a response to you trying to slit his throat. He kind of looks towards back and goes, "You should be careful about the company that you keep."
He's gone from something to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, damn it, I've lost the accent now.
It sounded French to me the entire time. I thought you were nailing the
Nah,
Nords.
it's Skyrim Nord. It's 100% Skyrim Nord.
Which is basically French.
It sounded Italian to me.
I've
Well,
never
you're
heard
doing
of
fine.
Skyrim Nords.
Let's just say let's just say Swiss, okay?
This man puts the vipers to shame.
Naokia gets up, leaves the blade to rest in the fire, and walks over to Sergeant Merrick.
Right, it's back. You need to resolve. Do whatever you're gonna do.
I impose myself between the rest of the party and the Norsemen.
Something like that.
That's not me. Oh wait, is that the Nordman?
Yeah.
Wait, Sergeant Merrick is way over there, right? In the north?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna
Well,
find a quick
that's
token.
then where I'm walking. I mean, I'm walking directly through Baka then.
I wouldn't stop you if you're off to see Merrick.
How would you know that?
Off to see the
Yeah.
wizard.
I wouldn't know that, to be fair.
But I'm not holding a weapon or anything, so.
Just a ship.
Am I able to hear the party infighting from my position by the orc?
I would imagine. You're not far away. We just wanted you to move the out of
Line of
visual
sight.
range of the.
There hasn't been any fighting yet, so I don't know that you would have heard it.
I'm just in advance of you guys is shouting and screaming about how much you hate each other.
At this point, the voices would have started being raised. Yeah.
Oh, did I hear the word dragon? No, obviously I didn't.
Merrick is about. Say it's about there, about that point.
Is he on foot or is he
Yeah.
with the wagon?
No, he's left the sons to watch the wagon while he comes to investigate.
He's
Yeah, I
walking
would-
towards me or them.
He's walking towards the incident.
I mean, I'm already going to meet him, so.
Sure. Well, I don't know. You'd probably be halfway between at this point.
Mm-hmm. That's not me.
Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah.
All right. I guess Baka, you have a photo sleigh.
I turn to face the Northman, weapon drawn, and I hold my action to. I gesture for him to attack, and I hold my action for when he attacks. I don't go full Morpheus.
That's area breathing.
As you turn, he kind of like slaps his forearm on his chest in like a kind of warrior salute. Trails a sword and goes to attack you.
When's Felix's Eldritch Blast hitting them?
I mean, at this point, you can fire it if you want right now.
Absolutely.
We'll say that the bandits, the Nords attack and the Eldritch Blast go at the same time.
We could also roll for initiative. Just a thought.
Well, it's more theatrical than anything.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Uh,
He should be on 1 HP anyway, so.
1 HP with no armor.
And almost no dick.
Well, 3/4 cover because I'm standing between him and Felix and in combat.
Pretty sure that guy's pretty dexterous.
Yeah.
Yep, so if that hits, that's your damage. Felix, can you pop your Eldritch Blast? Did that hit? Yeah, that would hit without the armor. So,
Yeah,
that's the-
but am I not 3/4 cover between him and Felix?
that is a good point, yes. Yeah, so it
You hit
wouldn't.
Baka.
Okay, so we're establishing that people are 3/4 cover. Okay.
Jeez,
Or half cover.
that's a lot.
Well, either way, even the smallest amount of cover would cause that to miss.
Yes.
So yeah, does that attack hit you? Anyone?
No.
No.
Well, no.
Wait, you have more than 21 AC, Alex? Well, are we still talking?
Oh,
about
the 21 hits. Yeah, the 21 hits.
Yeah, so the sword slashes across the front of you.
I don't make to block it, and I just let him slash at me.
What an idiot.
So what? He's going to attack again?
No. I said I let him get that attack off
Okay,
and
right.
hit me, and then I recklessly attack the Nord.
As a Eldritch Blast zooms over your shoulder.
16 slashing.
Yeah. I mean, how do you want to kill him?
Wait, why do you have advantage? Are you raging?
No,
Recklessly attacking. I just do a big overhand chop and take his head clean off.
How come other classes don't have some ability to always have advantage?
Yeah, but they have advantage against me, so it's
Also, there's like
It's
True
just-
Strike, right?
Yeah, there is other
Just like-
possibilities to do it.
The rogue gets as well. What's it called? The doppelganger? No, swashbuckler.
yeah. Swashbucklers get it.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Alright. So,
I just cleanly take his head off.
And at this point, Merrick has also met you. Okay. Right. How do we do this? Let's just go between the scenes, the little mini scenes. So, Merrick is approaching you. Okay.
so, Sergeant,
What in the Pentacle is going on here?
we're extracting information.
That's extracting information.
Well, we already finished with him, and he asked for a warrior's death, which for some reason Barker here thought was a good idea to comply with that wish, but I was fairly confident in his ability to kill him, so we let him slip through with his desire. You know, he can be a bit unpleasant if he doesn't get what he wants. Anywho, we will still be interrogating one more person. So, if you would be so inclined to keep your kids up the road for a bit longer, we will come and get you and keep on trucking to Urchin. Unless you would like to be present, of course.
I think that is best for now.
Are you alright? How are your wounds?
I am nearly well. The sooner I get to Urchin, the better. It's, land does not bode well.
I see you must be frustrated that we are stopping halfway, but I assure you it's for the best. The information we're gathering from these people alive before they expire may be very helpful to the government in Urchin and to us.
I understand and recognize the trial by combat that the Nords so love. Honorable in some ways, but that was not honorable. Had it been Backer on his own, I would have allowed it, but
What do you care? They jumped us 6 against 4. There's no honor in that. Nothing about this is honorable. And I'm not going to mask the fact that we executed him. Baka might think this was honorable. But frankly, I don't care. I only care about the information they can give us before they die. And he gave us a little bit. I do not care about their honor. They murdered these scouts. And I point towards a few more corpses on the side of the road. And that's making them criminals. If we have to kill them for that, I'm fine with that. But I'm not going out of this empty-handed.
I'm under no disillusion that the Nords deserve to die. We should not stoop to their levels and debase ourselves with barbarity.
Well, I smile at that one, and I look at Baka, and I look back at him, and look, barbarity. Really? You're accusing him of that?
Turn of phrase, you knew what I meant.
Yeah, apparently I'm quite deaf to phrasing these days. I'm sorry, I haven't been around recently. Anyways, again,
it keeps walking, waiting for you to walk into stride. So what do we know?
So the scouts they killed were going to bring information to Urchin, so we were going to relay that when we arrive. On the other hand, we have gathered some more information about more scouting parties south of the spine. Yeah, it's called the spine, right? Yeah, south of the spine, their locations, and what their objective is. Us having dispatched this one, their objective was to test Urchin, find weak spots for possible invasion, but we seem to have done away with that. But we would like to interrogate one more to make sure all the information holds up. We have left one more orc alive. He's unconscious over there with Tom.
Tom smiles and waves.
Yeah, we will.
Well, I fear that you'll have less luck with the orc.
Well,
this is odd. They shouldn't be so tactful.
I mean, it never hurts to try. Desperate times, desperate measures. I'm sure you're aware.
Desperate times indeed.
I hope you can be a bit more patient. I'm sure you must be eager to arrive at Urchin. But please allow us this more thing.
Debasement, debauchery.
Call it what you will. I don't care what you judge me. Hell, I'm not even doing most of this. I'm just worried about the information we can get from him. There have been things going on in these parts that are beyond comprehension of what I thought this world was made of. So
the world is beyond comprehension, my friend, but here we are anyway.
Oh well. Well, shall we carry on? I do believe the integrity of our group is unquestionable, but maybe you do not want to dismiss this.
Unquestionable, you say?
No, well...
I would argue the opposite.
Exactly.
For certain individuals. I do, however, seem to side with you for the moment, Nokia.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And you guys are just kind of drawing close now as that whole situation with Baka is being resolved. How did you react to the Eldritch Blast?
Don't fly into a rage.
Think you could kill all of us?
I turn and face Felix.
Will you flip the table on him?
There's no table to flip here.
Well, you can get the table.
Point my sword at him and say tradition must be respected.
That was not a traditional fight. You killed a criminal.
Enemy or no enemy, everyone has the right to die how they wish.
At 1 HP.
I'll banish my weapon. and look at my fingernails, and then look up at Baka and say, "That's rather boorish," and then call to Tom.
Tom's here. Bringing the orc, but I can't move him, so just gonna move at the same speed. I bring the orc. Scott.
Yep, sorry.
Oh, I'm leaving the orc behind. Oh, it's got ahead of me. Here we go. Jolly good, good interview, fellas. He's got a blindfold on, by the way, the orc. If it's awake still, I'd bop on the head to make it unconscious, but
He started stirring as you were carrying him.
he's got a blindfold on. I said.
Yeah, and I said he started stirring as you were
Oh,
carrying him.
stirring. I thought you said staring, and I was like, what? How is he staring with a blind? Okay, yeah, sure.
It's impossible.
Where do you want me to put him?
Just anywhere, Tom.
You've left me so much choice. I'm paralysed by the decision.
Just
Drop
leave
him
him
in
here.
front of you there.
Okay, I drop him in front of me. I just imagine Tom like freezing up, holding the guy.
I walk. I stop it. I walk back up to the fire and squat down next to the blade I left in there.
Tom, how much do you know about the orcs?
I know what I know. What? I know what I know. Tom knows what he knows. He's met a few orcs in the mountains. Not so talkative, to be fair. They just come through with nothing. They come back sometimes carrying some gold and some food that they stole, and some cows sometimes. Sometimes they herd some cows through the passage. So, yeah, so I think they like meat.
Great.
Insightful as always, Tom.
Oh, did I hear you talking about dragons? Thought I heard the word.
These raiding parties have been coming over the spine for days, and I asked the scout if they had seen any dragons. However, we were not able to finish that conversation because honorable combat was most necessary.
Tom looks perplexed.
If the orcs come, then dragons will come.
Oh! Oh, really? Oh, that's great news.
Out of character, is that common? Like orcs control dragons?
No, but it's
Baka is a very wise person.
That guy's making this all up, and Scott is
Extra knowledge.
drastically writing it all down.
I'm taking creative license with my character's knowledge that
That's
There-
fine. Yeah, that's
there's,
Bacchus wisdom. He believes that.
part of the teachings of my out of character part of the teachings of my tribe was that
Bullshit.
rather bullshit.
So
Something,
pipes up at the statements.
something dragons will come at the same time that the orcs invade the southern lands. Something prophecy, something
Armageddon.
group of 5 heroes will somehow do something to stop it. Something prophecy.
Oddly specific.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, that's definitely not you guys, is it?
No.
So yeah, Merrick kind of pips up at that statement. Although the romanticism of that statement is false, bad things usually draw bad things.
Dragons are the worst, right, guys?
Far from
Yes.
it.
Yes.
What do you mean far from it? What's worse than a dragon?
I whisper to Merrick. Just agree with him.
2 dragons, Tom.
He probably
Ooh.
thinks more than one dragon is more dangerous than another. And some dragons are bigger than others, Tom. I wouldn't
Ooh.
pay it any mind.
You guys raised some salient points, so Tom will have to think about this. Sits down next to the fire with his hand pressed against his forehead. Deep thought.
Anyways, I believe the only one of our party who speaks orc is Tom, right?
Does Tom speak orc?
Wait, did you not try to negotiate with me? Like walking forward, you calling to them in orcish? Or was Felix the one speaking orcish?
I don't
speak
speak orc.
I was not part of.
Okay, no, I just thought. Anyways, so
I might know
you
like
should-
hello in orc,
Yeah.
but that's like it.
Okay, you do the talking then. Let's go.
Okay, all of us have to take off our headsets so Felix has this. For proper.
Yeah, I mean, we could do this in another channel real quick.
Well, no, I want to ask the group.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
look around to the characters, especially Nam and Naukir. I would say, what is most important to an orc?
Can I roll a history check on that? Like something I've read about, or maybe nature. I don't know what that would be.
I've probably read extensive literature about.
Is that animal handling?
Oh god.
No, it'll be history for. I'd say the only kind of person that could pull that kind of knowledge from learned scriptures would be Nam.
Why not me?
What about from interaction?
I'll make a history check.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean,
Go ahead.
yeah. Anyone that wants to make the roll.
21.
Can I make
That's
a roll
good enough.
versus survival, having lived in the north
That's what I was wanting
around
to go.
orcs?
That
Yeah.
makes sense for you too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going with 2.
Okay, so Nam, you would know the kind of stories of encounters between the Judean lineage and the Spinebreakers of, the Spinebreaker orcs. They have, for almost as long as the Judean lineage, been the kind of seat of power within Orkisma. They kind of rule with a strong but fair kind of warrior society. They value a weird sense of honor. So if they're bested in combat, they will defer to the individual. Their self-preservation is a must, though. So they don't recklessly raid. This is Spinebreakers that you would know about. The survival checks, however, your 2 information would be slightly different. You would know that orcs aren't a single entity, although there is a power that rules over them. It is through combat and martial prowess. They hold the sway because the Spinebreakers have always won their battles, and if they were to fail, that would then lead to the opportunity of another tribe to raise in their stead.
I repeat that information in Tom fashion.
Alright.
I look stunned to get any amount of useful
Violent creatures.
information from Tom.
Yeah, I relay most of that to the party.
Now, okay, we'll
Do you want to
remember
do that
this.
info?
Are you cutting out, Scott?
What did you say just now, Scott? Something info, right?
I think I said, what do you want to do with that info? Or you can do what you want with that info.
Yeah.
Ah.
And at this point, you hear a kind of guttural growl from the orc.
Does he have like magnificent tusks or something?
Large, but they're not like mammoth tusks. They don't jut out that far. They're large enough to give him an underbite and stretch up to his nose.
Any like distinctive marking that would maybe, I don't know, like scarring or tattoos or something?
Lots of battle scars, crude jewelry, bent rings of iron, kind of forced through his eyebrow, his ears. But there's nothing that kind of gives him a uniform, I suppose.
Okay. Well, shall we proceed then?
All right, I'll rip his blindfold off. Is he asleep?
No, that was him growling at you.
Okay.
I thought he was asleep.
I also thought he was asleep.
In Orcish, I will say, congratulations, warrior. You have managed to survive where none of your friends have. You are now privileged to join our war band.
I do not. Nope, not gone into that accent.
It's like all the same guy.
Yeah, do you want to do this in a separate chat? Or I don't know
Doesn't Tom
how.
speak work as well? Somebody does.
I still don't speak orc. I don't know.
All of us speak giants, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Wait, why did I speak Aquan?
Because you're.
Oh, because I'm a turtle.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go to a different channel then.
Yeah, I'll try to keep this brief.
Oh wow, this will be. I'm
let's go
sure
to-
Felix is not up to anything shady at all.
I like it when he
Fine.
goes away, because then who knows what he could do. He could betray us. Suddenly the orc turns on you, and we're like, was it Felix or was it just the orc? And we'll have no idea. PogChamp. Everyone had a good week?
Yep.
It's Monday.
Last
Adam.
week.
An amazing, what is it? 20 hours?
22 hours, yeah.
Well, I had a fun last weekend. I celebrated my birthday and
Oh, yeah.
got very drunk, and I ate a bunch of good food and got some nice presents.
Nice. How's it feel to be 30?
I'm 25. 13, sorry.
25, man. Whew. Quarter of a century. You know, yesterday I forgot what age I was. Oh,
I
that
do
was
that all the
tough.
time.
Do you ever think you're older? It's always younger. You always think you're younger than you
I
are.
can never remember if I'm 26 or 27.
Yeah, all been there. Well, I haven't been yet, but you know, I presume. I was like, wait, I'm 23? That doesn't sound right. I'm 22, aren't I? No, I had to Google it.
You had to Google your age?
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was like 22 or 23. I really couldn't remember. Sure, it'll happen to you one day. You'll have once you get to us old folks' age. You little baby. We don't know. So where we get into a lot of interrogation screens as a group. That wasn't very tortury though, all things considered. Just cut off his balls. Has anyone here actually seen BoJack Horseman?
I've
I didn't
watched
like it.
a few episodes.
How much did you watch, Alex?
Like 3 episodes.
Philip?
I've watched about that much.
I think I watched the first episode with you on, and I was like, I don't get it, and then I never watched it again.
I enjoyed it. I just finished it. I think I finished it. I ended on a happy ending, which is really strange for the show. Because it's really depressing. Baby hands. I just typed season 4 into Google. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Wow. BoJack the horse. Yeah.
Hey Johann,
What is it, Philip?
erinnerst du dich noch an Nadia Ferguson?
Oh, Nadia Ferguson?
Ja, warum?
Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr, wer das ist.
Meine
Oh.
Freundin von Albert.
Okay.
Something with Albert. Oh god.
Good thing Biff rolls shit these days. Yeah, the 1 HP orc, I'm sure it would be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I still.
Especially with all these like ropes binding him and stuff, you know?
I have 8 HP.
I've got. I can cast sleep twice.
Oh, really nice. BoJack the horse, BoJack. He's a horse. Tom the turtle, he's a turtle.
Nope. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Just repeat that last action.
Wrong channel.
Just repeat that last action, Biff.
I'm gonna curse him.
Just want to give me some theatrics? How does that? Some flavour?
You're touching with your finger.
Well, it doesn't have any limitations that I'm aware of. 1 second, I'll check.
Sure, but I want to know how you cast it.
30 feet. So choose one creature you see within 30 feet of you. So when I tell them that's not entirely true, I'll cast Curse on him. I don't know that it has a visual effect, but he might feel that the cold creeping of death or the shadow fell upon him.
Sure. Okay. Does it have any semantics or somatic components to it?
Not that I see. It's Hexblade's Curse. Starting at first level. Here, I'll just click it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it's like Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I mean, do you have an incantation or like a hand signal or something? Just flavour for how you cast it, or do you just think it?
I was just imagining that I think it. But if you prefer otherwise, I can accommodate.
Yeah, I just want to see if it isn't. It's up to you entirely.
Since
unless
it's
I say otherwise.
30, you can, absolutely. I was going to say, since it's within 30 feet of a creature that I can see, maybe my eyes go black or something. I'm not certain.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone in front of him roll a perception for me?
Yep.
Am I in front of him?
So, yeah, so sorry. So I dropped the orc in front of me. So is he
Yeah, you
looking
moved
towards the orc?
fire, though, didn't you?
Yeah. So is he here?
Nobody's in front of me.
Looking this way, or is he here looking this way, or is he here, you know? The orc seems to be facing this way.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't be facing him as well.
Okay, so no one's going to face him, so no one would really see that then. Okay.
Okay.
That's a moot point. Okay. Okay. His kind of eyes flare a little bit as you cast the curse. And he tries to shrink back a little bit.
I slowly apparate my sword. I want it to start at the hilt and slowly appear all the way down the blade. The cruel sword of my patron.
And just as you're doing that, kind of Merrick kind of moves around and kind of pulls back into the side so that they're kind of creating a wall between the caravan and this happening.
That's fine.
Do you go willingly back, or do you just not?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
And then I'll in continuing in Orcish, I'll say, everybody is so unreasonable these days.
He keeps trying to shrink away from you.
I'll step closer.
Yeah, so you're pretty much on top of him at this point. Merrick kind of pipes up, says, "Don't drag this out longer than it needs to be."
I hold a hand out to him in a holding gesture. Just one moment. And I point the sword at his chest. And I don't prick him or anything. And I say, "It's funny, this sword. My patron has gone on about it quite a while. It seems that when this sword kills you, that I get your soul, and it heals me and gives me power. I like power. As you know, we have talked about this just a little bit. So you can either be accommodating, or I do have some measure of control over your soul.
Let's go with the deception on that one.
Okay.
Classic Felix roll.
Well, okay. So even with disadvantage, he pipes back.
Mhm.
This time he's speaking in common. If only your colleagues could hear you now, threatening the eternal soul of a mortal bound to this place.
In common, I will rejoinder. I suppose I could just tell them. I'm sure they won't care. Pleading to the mercy of this group is somewhat dubious.
We're all just like around the fire watching him as he turns and tries to like put up Felix.
Merrick kind of steps forward a little bit and looks you in the eye. You need to be careful about the words that you speak if you are true. Do not dabble in the arts that you don't fully understand.
I'll give him a flat stare and then go back to the orc. And in Orcish, I'll say, so, your answer?
Okay. Well, judging by the dead, weak flesh around me, you didn't get many answers from them. Ask, I will see what I can do.
The name of the nephew, and how we may contact him, so that we may be of assistance.
God, you always put me on the spot here, Biff.
Time to help the orcs, PogChamp.
What's a PogChamp?
It's a figure of legend.
that
Prophecies
is.
say that he will come and liberate your people.
Urag. Urag is his name. He is clanless and forsaken. You threaten my soul. All that swear allegiance to him have already forsaken this.
Well, it sounds like we'll get along famously. Now, where can I find Urag?
That I don't actually know.
Insight,
Roll it.
of course.
Big money.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. Even through his fearful look and his quivering. Which is weird to see a big 300-pound orc quivering.
Very well. In common. Baka, if you please.
Hold
And I'll
on.
step away.
Hold on. Nauka gets up with the blade. I'm sure you already asked this, but have you been inquiring about the mage?
I snap my fingers. I knew I forgot something.
If you don't mind, seems this one speaks common.
Seems he does. Have at it.
Thank you. I walk over to the orc and I say, now, one last question from me. Do you take any orders, or have you met any kind of mage, wizard, sorcerer, other where you come from?
We know many dabblers in the arts. Do you have a more specific question, or
One from the south, from our country.
there are many southern scholars that seek knowledge in the north? Most don't return.
I look at Nam. So,
He's very evasive, that guy.
well,
I'm not being evasive, I'm just stating a fact. You've asked about mage and spellslingers and a wide variety of magic users.
I give him a rough description of the person I saw that day, but it's basically I just described the clothes he was wearing. It was like a traveling coat, so maybe he was wearing that while he was over there. But it's nothing like I've basically already given up hope with that.
What was the name of the other wizard guy we were looking for?
What do you mean, other wizard guy? Do you mean Alexei?
Yeah. Have you maybe heard of an Alexei?
Who is that? Is this one of your weak-skinned, failed spellslingers?
Yes. Definitely one of mine, weak-skinned, failed spell swingers.
Yes.
I know no one by that name.
Inside.
I mean, I don't roll inside, I believe him.
I don't.
Truthful as he seems to have been the entire conversation.
Well then.
Does that mean truthful or not truthful?
I don't know, what does it mean?
One more thing. Has our friend here made any interesting propositions to you?
Some threat on my soul. One that I have already given up. Although, some things seem to be different with him. And the entire time he's been answering your questions, he's not taken his eye off Felix.
I believe it's our time to go now.
Yes.
Which means it is also your time to depart. Any last words?
Oh, we're not killing him.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I don't recommend that.
Why is
Also-
that exactly?
Well, he's been most cooperative, non-evasive. I made a promise to him, and other reasons that I could perhaps explain at other times. But if
I would
you
prefer
don't
you
believe
ex-
me,
Mhm.
then by all means, kill away.
Well, if you
I
made
prefer
a
you
promise, you have to honor it. And I'll look it back up.
Not you too, Tom. Please. I would prefer you enlighten us now before we travel on with a murderous orc going through one of the most populated cities in the area.
We're not
How are
bringing
we
him
going
with
to-
us.
Don't know why you assumed it.
Oh, so you're going to stay with him here?
No, we're going to cut him loose, and he'll go on about his way.
That sounds like an utterly terrible idea.
I am in favour.
I'm sorry, Felix, Tom. We cannot let that happen. You
Yes,
saw what they
Felix.
did to these scouts.
I did indeed, and I saw what we did to them, and then that is the nature of the world. It is not that the orcs are the only people to kill humans.
Well, but this orc did. He's an enemy.
An
I'm
enemy
gonna
of
kill
who?
him now. My
Of you?
enemy. Yes.
And in what way is he your enemy?
He killed something I need.
I look incredulous, but I make no effort to stop you.
Now, Felix, is anything bad gonna happen when I kill him?
No.
Great. So, any last words?
What does Bacchus say about this? Felix breaking his honour.
He's fine with that.
Could
He's an orc.
we flee?
Orcs are vermin.
Every being deserves an honorable death.
No?
10 minutes before! Apart from orcs!
I don't like orcs, man.
Alright.
Ding
I
dong.
mean, that's pretty Baka. A pretty Baka thing to say. Alright, so I sigh, and I get up, and I walk behind him so as to cut his restraints, but I do like the, blade to the neck thing. The soldier's dead.
Wonder what orc tastes like.
We don't have
Yep.
time for this. Let's move the bodies to the side so the children don't have to see us.
As the blade presses to his neck, he looks at Felix and says, "This is an orcish."
Close your ears.
Should we?
Yeah, I'll jump up quickly.
You could DM him it. Or you could jump up, it takes 2 seconds.
I have returned.
Felix cursing him to gain HP when we kill him. Great idea. Great idea. I wish I could regain HP.
Wait, what?
He cursed him, and so he gets HP when you kill him.
But only temporary, right?
No.
Yep.
It's
So
HP
there was
regen.
There's a short little interaction in Orc between the two, and he kind of bows his head, kind of hobbles to his knees a little bit, so he's in more of a kind of the right pose for it.
How accommodating.
Yeah.
Well, let's clear the road a little so the wagon can move through.
Do you kill him or do you just clear the road?
No, I put my like hot sword through his neck.
Okay. When you do that, his body rapidly decomposes as a shadowy material goes across the ground and into my shadow.
That doesn't seem ominous.
Arcana check. Can I do that?
By all means.
I will do the same because I'm also quite proficient in Arcana.
Oh, Felix, I wanted to eat that.
Well, not today. We have no idea what's happening.
Tom, you can have the other one.
No. No, I can always rely on you, Felix.
Merrick steps back a bit,
What was that?
just shakes his head.
What was
I've
that?
warned you, Felix. That'll be the last time I warn you. Be careful. Don't get in over your head.
Yes, Sergeant Merrick. Don't.
He shrugs. It's not a threat that I make, it's a threat to the world and the order within it. Just think on it.
That really sounded like a threat he was making, didn't it?
I mean,
I appreciate your concern, but I have made my choices long ago.
Naoki starts moving away bodies from the road. Just a little bit so the wagon does not like break a wheel while trying to roll over those. We make sure your children cover their eyes or something. I
the
don't
boys
think
have
that's
seen
nice.
worse.
I don't think we should bother with these bodies. We need to make time. There's another raiding party north of Urshan. You heard the man. The faster we go, the faster we can catch up with them and perhaps catch their trail.
Oh, so this isn't the right time to ask for an hour's break then?
It's already past midday. We'll take a break soon enough for the night.
Sure.
It's not like the kids are not seen dead bodies before.
Alright. I just
That's
thought
fine.
maybe the state of them would
Hard
unsettle
as
them.
kids.
There's like a 4-year-old there, isn't there?
Yeah, the young girl's only really young. Two lads are kind of young adults.
And also like there's Barker covered in blood.
I'm also covered in blood and injuries.
Yeah, but Barker just purposefully smeared himself with blood.
He did? Oh, I missed that part.
And purposely got hit by the guy. Something
I
bleeding
don't
pretty
think
heavily.
I don't think you were there for that.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
So what are you doing with the bodies?
Nothing.
I walk down the road.
There's a fire going.
Cook 'em. Great idea.
No. Like, how many bodies are there? 6, right?
Yeah, so there's 2 scouts, 3 Nords, sorry, 4 Nords and 2 Orcs.
So 8.
Or 1 Orc and a pile
Yeah.
of less.
One orc dissolved, right?
He's still there. He just decayed rapidly.
Yeah, so the body's decayed, the furs and the armour and things as
Okay.
well.
Didn't we strip him last week?
We did.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, did you strip him naked?
His undergarments
Yeah.
garments are still there. Yeah, if we don't have time, I would just move the bodies that are on the road slightly to the side, so again, no wheel breaks while moving over there, and then I just leave them.
Yeah, I don't think we left them on the road last week. That's what I meant by my comment. I think we stripped all of the bodies of armor. And...
well, it's not that important because on the map there's only one body on the road. I move it to the side, and then we can carry on.
Onward.
And Merrick's kind of trudged off towards the cart at this point.
Mm-hmm. I turn to Felix and look at him expectantly.
I'm sorry, I already said I left. I started walking down the road.
Oh,
Did you scout in front of us or behind us?
Towards the west.
Okay.
I follow Felix. Catch up to him. Felix,
Yes, what can I do for you?
would you care to share some information with us?
Of course. What information would you like to know?
Why are you making promises to the enemy?
I smile. Promises. It's such an interesting word. People put a lot of weight on it. Promises are just words like any other. If that will give us the information that we need, then why not make promises?
I see. Still,
Did I stop you from executing him? No, I lodged a complaint. I gave you the freedom to choose.
yes, and I took it. I'm thankful for you not stopping me, but you must understand, we cannot let them roam the place, especially after they have made contact. They have information on us. And the people who are going to come here next are going to be prepared for what they're facing.
I understand your point of view now, Kier. However, there's several hundred of them. There's 5 of us, and I don't think we rate on the threat scale. So releasing an orc injured without armor or weapon into the wilds, first of all, he's unlikely to make it back. Second of all, if he did make it back, then he would only lead us to his leader, in which case we would have more information on the orcs. And if nothing else, a seed would have been planted. But that is fine. Not all can see the longer game.
Well, I was not aware you were playing a game.
Not aware of much.
I gesture around us. Now, Kia, all is a game.
You seem to be enjoying yourself, but try not to lose sight of what you could accomplish while you're having fun.
Oh, believe me, my friend, I have not.
That's, I don't know, Felix, what worries me more. Your thoughts or your abilities?
My abilities scare you? I have seen you do some strange things as well, my friend, but I am not scared of you.
Oh, I don't think you would be scared of much. Certainly not
Oh.
of breaking a promise.
You'd be surprised what's out there.
Look, dragons!
Yes, Tom. Like dragon.
Cut to break. No, sorry.
Alright, it's just a little talk I wanted to make.
It's like a little TV show that was.
Alright,
We finally make it to Urchin 4 episodes later.
Oh,
No, we're not even close.
yeah, I think we're like 3 days away still, right?
Yeah.
Alright, at this point, if Felix keeps walking, I just stand there for a second and just follow him walking a little bit with my eyes, and then I turn back to Nam. And I just look at him, a little puzzled and worried.
Was I close to you? Did I hear that exchange?
You're standing next to the fire. I don't know. You didn't say anything.
We all walked away and started heading down the road, apart from Baka and you.
Yeah, so I didn't move my token, but I wanted to go with the group.
Yeah,
as well.
fine. I mean, the cart would start trundling down, and I mean, how far would you travel before you rest up?
Sunset.
Yeah, sunset sounds good.
Okay.
I would look at Sergeant Merrick as we make camp. I think that we should set out earlier in the morning. The faster we can get to Ocean, the better.
That seems a good point. We've waylaid a little longer than I expected.
Indeed.
We're ready to move with a short rest. But your fellows don't look too healthy. Maybe they need a little longer.
I would appreciate a short rest.
I would
A long
appreciate
rest.
a night's rest.
Yes.
We can do a night's rest for 6 hours, can't we?
8.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, I
I
mean,
guess it's up to the
6
GM.
was the minimum, but I don't know.
it's more of a kind of theatrical thing that he says he's happy to leave before dawn if needed. But yeah, if you're taking a mechanical long rest, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to get a long rest in, but I wouldn't want to dally about in the morning.
Sure. Okay, so you make another, I don't know.
What was that? Sorry.
I was saying that even with the encounter, you'll have got your full day's travel before you make camp. Anything that you need to specifically do overnight, or
Just rest. I believe. I'm just when we pick out a resting place and just look around for you know what.
I'll take first watch. You all look a little haggard.
Thank you, Felix.
Appreciate you asking about them dragons, Felix. Good night. Safe watch. I go to
and
sleep.
the rest goes uneventful. I mean, you ready to move off in the morning? Fully rested?
Sweet.
Sweet. I love it.
And you just keep following the path. I am rolling for encounters, don't worry.
We heard.
Yeah. And as you, I'll pop you back over onto the world map. So I've shifted the square a little bit further. You're starting to encounter a lot of kind of smaller streams now.
Like Rosses.
What?
Like Ross.
Oh, funny.
Hey.
No, small. continent. Yeah, you start to come across a few tributaries and creeks and streams flowing into the river, and it seems to get in thicker when you do see the river, but the road curves in and away a few times. And you come across a low valley, so you're moving down into the valley, and you can see it curls back up in the distance, like less than a kilometre away. You can assume that there's a fairly wide stream or a small river running down into towards the north, so it's crossing your path.
So running north?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you're following the river with it running east to west on your north, and there's like a small creek that's running down some hills.
As a note, if there's any like potential fjording spots to get across the river that goes from Walton to Ocean, I'd just like to know. If we see them, that's all.
Yeah, sure. So the downhill gets, progressively steeper, and it's kind of like a bit of a rock gorge that's cut through the land at this point, and you just see like a shallow bridge ahead. How's everyone moving at the moment?
I'll be on
You mean
point.
formation?
Yeah.
I walk next to Nan, very close to the carriage.
Yeah, I guess we would be a little in the back of the entire thing, since I assume at least Felix and maybe Baka are scouting ahead.
Yeah, same possessions as always.
Yeah, I would make sure that Nam is in between me and the wagon and not like the furthest out. In case we get ambushed.
I'd be at the front.
Okay, fair enough. So Felix and Baka, I'm assuming you're not on top of each other, but you would both see the workings of a wooden bridge that the path follows, fording over this kind of rock gorge that's roughly 20 to 30 foot deep. The stream that's at the bottom doesn't seem like it's raging or anything, it's just a deep gorge that's been cut through by time. Any
Okay.
specific actions that you're taking?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, let's shift you up. Make sure.
I'll make sure I have the money for the bridge troll in my pocket ready to be.
Right, give me 1 minute, man. Right, sorry guys, just got to be back and say my car alarm's going off.
You're those people, SMH.
People with car alarms?
What does SMH mean?
Shaking my head.
Oh,
Oh, even Beth knows.
Biff was the one who introduced that to us. I remember him being the first one to use it, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh,
is
I learned that
mean?
from other
And then
American friend.
Then I asked him. That was like when we were still playing Rogue Trader.
Thank you, don't know. Who's paying us a troll under the bridge? That's my money.
Nah. I don't think so.
Take cliched.
Bandits.
it's been done.
It's probably Shaggy. Trying for revenge.
Okay.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wait, that's from Shaggy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right.
You got your pop culture references on point.
Hell yeah. Boy. So who's hyped for the World Championship?
Of what?
Football. You know that one sport Americans don't care about?
Don't know his name.
Cricket?
Well, I guess there's a lot of them, but we're talking about football.
soccer, Biff.
Oh yeah.
No, I know. I thought about making a joke, but
Yeah,
I
yeah. It's kind of like beating it. By now, it never gets old, but it's always been beating a dead horse, right? The same
Pretty
thing
much.
over and over again. Actually, I had to, like, I've because in school we learned soccer, right? And
Really?
Yeah.
But you call it football.
Yes,
Why would they say soccer?
because a lot of Americans say football for American football, right?
Ugh. Yikes.
So we learned soccer.
Okay.
Alright, so let's move you over.
This is
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, that's about right. It's Felix and Baka roll me.
Oh, it's gold.
Roll me a quick perception check.
Piece of mesh.
Yes, let us go there immediately.
Someone just left all this treasure lying around.
Let's throw.
Ah, Felix, what an amazing roll again! That's 7.
Oh,
yes, that might do.
yeah, so neither of you notice anything out of the ordinary or even see that is quite obvious on the map. So yeah, how are you taking this? Are you just going to keep trudging on?
Yep.
I will stop by the log that is next to the bridge and let Baka take the lead.
Okay.
How far's the drop?
About 20-30 foot.
I'm okay with this.
3, 5, 4, 5.
Okay, so what are you doing, Becca?
Oops, sorry.
Oh, just taste the nice smell.
No, I tried to click the wrong thing to set my prepared spells.
Right, Becca, what are you doing?
I walk across the bridge.
Okay, so
Recklessly.
say at that point, Felix, you would now see, you can see it from your vantage point. There's a small pile of rubble with some bags and the faint glint of metal down at the bottom of the gully. Roll me another perception check now from this point, please.
8 rolls.
The bottom of the gully is kind of it seems to have been an old kind of river that's kind of petered out at this point. It's not as fierce as it used to be, but it still cut a scar through the earth. So there's a lot of broken rocks and trees and all sorts of just debris in the bottom that's kind of settled over time. And I'll say you guys are probably at this point by now. And Merrick kind of holds up just at this point, seeing the bridge. Back
I look at him in confusion. What you stopping for?
I'm not walking across the bridge.
No, Merrick. He's asking Merrick. I would rather make sure the bridge is safe for travel for the cart before we simply just run straight over.
Oh, at this rate, we're going to not be an urchin this episode. Oh.
What weather is it?
It's quite a normal, brisk day, so it's not raining. It's like a still day.
Yeah, you don't have to be afraid of the river sweeping you away. It seems like it's quite a lovely day.
I'm more afraid of the drop.
Yes,
Oh,
I agree. We should make sure the bridge is safe before.
how wide is the bridge?
It's quite wide.
I jump a couple of times on the bridge.
Like 60 foot.
I can walk right out into the middle and like jump up and down a couple of times.
Yep, so as you do so, creaks, bends, doesn't give way though. The timber seems to have been freshly laid. When I say freshly, I mean within like the past year or two. It doesn't look rotten or anything. As you do so, you kind of hear the low snoring beneath the.
Fog champ. No, I
I
mean,
get on.
yeah.
I like get down on like my knee and peer over the edge of the bridge.
Okay. Well, from your position now, Felix probably couldn't see it because it was obscured within the shadows cast by the morning sun and the general debris. But you see the mound or shape of a troll-type creature curled up next to the pile of goodies.
Tom is encouraging Merrick to hurry up. Look, Becca weighs more than you and all the rest of you combined. Come on.
Well, looks like he's seen something.
Yeah, Chewbacca loves water. Come on.
There's a troll under the bridge.
Oh, that was very loud.
There's a sleeping troll over there.
I think it's sleeping.
I message back and say, quiet! You can respond to this message, not using your mouth.
We can't leave it to ambush anyone.
It
We
kind
should
of
ambush
tosses
it.
and turns over as you shout, but doesn't wake.
Wait, are trolls evil? Can they just be a nice troll?
Obviously, he's taking a troll toll, so people can't pay for passage.
He probably maintains this bridge and you're one to kill him? Some people.
Toll bridge, man.
Yeah.
It's
You know how hard work it is for a bridge that sees carriages?
Built the bridge.
If we leave him here, he'll keep posting on YouTube.
Oh, not the comments!
Prophecies.
Okay, I'll walk up to see what Becca's talking about.
Just wanted a nice bit of folklore for you, but no. Yeah, you can see it from here. And now that Bacca's quite loudly pointed it out, Merrick backs up a little bit with the cart. And Felix, you can now see what he's describing.
Okay.
What do we know of trolls? Can we do like a survival check?
Can I make a nature check or history or anything?
Are they like giants?
Yeah, a bridge.
Right, well, I would say... So, Bacca would definitely know a fair bit about it, so he can roll a survival check. Tom, I'd argue you can do as well. Now,
bridge
you
trolls.
can roll your histories. Felix,
I probably don't know anything about
yeah,
that.
I don't think you would have ever encountered anything.
Are they common? Yeah, well, I guess that's what we're rolling for.
You'll find out after the end of the road, have you?
If you want, Felix, you can roll a history at disadvantage.
Nah, that's all right. I'm already aware that I'll fail.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I just don't think that I would have any knowledge.
That's fair enough.
I've probably heard of trolls, but I don't know anything about them.
Felix is 100% ambition, 0% knowledge.
50% skill.
So, start with Nalkir and Nam. So you would both know the folklore about trolls and the many stories of them keeping bridges and basically extorting travellers to cross dangerous pathways. Although not wholly violent, if they think they're being outsmarted, which more often than not they are, they will react violently. So you have to tread carefully. And I would say further.
Sounds like something Bacca would do.
You really don't know anything outside of the kind of the folklore tales that you would know as a player.
Right.
Bacca and Tom, you would both know that trolls have been used as mercenaries. The greed lends well to being paid to do work for the orcs in Orchismar, and The mountain trolls are a different breed, though, so encountering one in a river like this is a little bit outside of your comfort zone.
Do they speak giant? The mountain trolls? I don't know, obviously that's a different kind of troll. But the mountain trolls speak troll giant?
Possibly. I don't know. I'll have to have a look into that for you.
Well,
They
if
speak Orc.
they're hired from, they might speak more than one language, you know. There's no reason to assume. He didn't say they were stupid.
Definitely said they were stupid.
Did he say they were stupid?
Yeah.
They don't like when they're getting outsmarted.
No. Tom heard the word mercenary and all he heard was other party member in flashing lights above his head and zoned out after that, imagining a troll party member. What a troll that would be.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, shall we pay it?
I just shout Merrick to hurry up. Merrick, come on!
And when you shout that, it stirs and starts to stand up.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill it now.
Just wait.
What?
See
I
how
draw
much
my
it
sword.
wants.
You can see it stand up and reach up to the bridge and pull itself up.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Hello.
Oh, wasn't expecting that. I mean, I didn't make any assumptions about your voice based on your physical appearances, sir.
Pay.
No.
How much? Oh, jinx.
Well, he heard Baka say no, and he kind of...
Well, we all three
Sanders.
smoke at the same time.
Yeah, that happened in reality.
Yeah, but he's zoned in on Baka saying no. Slams his fist down and shouts this time, pay!
I'm gonna pay for him. How much?
Everything.
Alright, I have 2 gold pieces for you.
Well, I have a whopping 3.
Everything. This seems like an economically inefficient method of transportation. Surely no one could revisit your toll bridge ever again. Oh, we have a wagon back here. Will this do?
What's he wearing? What's he armed with?
I'm just moving him up now. So he isn't actually armed with a club, it's just the only free asset I could get.
Hey, if we destroy the bridge, then we won't have to carry around
He
this
won't
Merrick.
be able to cross.
Pay now, empty.
Let me tell you a story of a place called Sparta.
How big is
30
it,
feet.
troll? Is it large or huge or
Large giant.
large?
I rumble in my pocket, take out 2 gold coins, and walk over next to Barker, and I throw them on the pile.
Looks towards it. Looks back at you.
Before any combat starts, I focus my eye on the troll, examining its weak spots using my hunter sense. Oh my god! We didn't know this ability existed! I've actually remembered to use it! What a prescient time!
You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Mr. modifier.
I will
Holy
take
shit,
out.
so you know everything.
I know. Well, not really.
You pay.
Damage immunities, resistance, or vulnerabilities.
God damn
The,
it, this
the
is
battle of
dumb.
wits between a troll and Baka on a bridge. Jesus Christ.
It's
So you
like
don't actually glean anything from that.
So he's no vulnerabilities, resistances, or immunities.
Nope.
Or he is hidden from divination magic. So one of the other things is what I think. And then I'll use my bonus action to focus my Slayer's Prey on him, which is just me focusing on him. He doesn't notice anything. It's just I'm just getting a bonus action out of the way before combat starts.
Okay, and he replies back to Baka. No. You pay.
No, you.
Well, they're trapped in an endless loop. Time to pass.
We'll just walk on by.
well memed, Alex.
He roars now.
I roar back and go into a rage.
Yeah, let's get a initiative.
Sorry, I just have a question. You said the fall was 20 feet. And the troll is how tall?
Well, it climbed up the side of the river.
Oh, okay. I was just
He's
thinking.
not sleeping in the river, Ross.
Well, I was just saying if we're going to throw him off.
I mean, it's
Now, I doubt we'll be able to do this full encounter before I need to go. What do you want to do?
Speed run.
Underestimate how much damage I do.
Well, we'll see.
You underestimate my power.
If you don't want to do
Don't
it,
try it,
I'll
Anakin.
do it.
No, let's fuck it. Let's see how far we can get.
I'm only joking. I'll leave it up to you, Scott.
Now you challenged him.
I shout out loud. I cannot. Tom doesn't see any notable weakness or resistances in this being.
Scott, can I roll my 2 d20s per day?
You forgot
Yes. Yes, you can.
again. Oh man.
Best wizard.
Says the guy who used his hunter sense for the first time.
Well, everyone else he fought was a human. To
No,
be fair.
not orcs.
A bunch of wolves.
Yeah.
a
Oh, the
black
wolf,
bear.
the big wolf, maybe owl bear.
Owlbear. Yeah.
Well, I do know all those. I thought the troll would actually have. But you're right.
I think trolls only have regeneration, right?
Yeah,
Stop
but
gaming.
it could be different. It could be a different. It could be a
I mean,
home
that's
brewed.
just what I think.
Wait, what level are we?
Or
Okay.
I mean, I didn't metagame because I know what a troll does, and I still use the hunter sense. So that's like the opposite of metagaming. Feels good.
Okay, you just stood all the way back there.
No. I
Nam.
Sorry, Nam.
No, I didn't realize I was even on the map.
Classic you are.
I'm zoomed in a little.
And you're also at 9 health.
No, that's not true.
Jesus, Johan.
How did I change that?
Doesn't do his divination rolls. Doesn't see his character exists. It's just like, look at all these poor guys on the bridge. Ah, wouldn't it be great now?
Get your initiatives done.
I already rolled.
Just roll again and change it. Come on, Philip.
I'm done.
We're in a speed run.
Well, I'm not going first.
It runs in the family.
Oh my god, those initiative rolls.
Right, Backer.
Good thing we have the pain train going first.
I would like to rage. So as he roars at me, I roar back at him. And just run at him with my greatsword above my head, recklessly
Loco.
attacking.
I'm gonna roll that.
Watcha! 25.
Okay.
15 damage.
Yep, that hits, definitely.
Don't you get rage bonus damage?
Yes.
I think you've been forgetting this all this time, haven't you?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Christ.
It's what, +2 at level 4? +3?
For how long
Two,
have you
I think.
played 5th edition?
well, don't
This is
take it
the
hard
first-
on him, guys, because he
Yeah.
doesn't have a rage. So
Yeah,
you
you
shouldn't.
never rage.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm raging.
Oh wait, the bar. There's a reason.
A certain gemstone in my possession may be dictating some of my action.
Well, that's better.
You all just don't understand my character, you guys.
Right, is there any more damage?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't
+2.
respect your character choices, Alex.
17.
Right, so another 2.
Nice.
Right, so the troll taking the brunt of that is going to hit back with its multi-attack.
Advantage.
Yep.
Yikes.
No, that's going to miss, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a lot of attacks.
So, what's that? 5 plus 5. Do you round up for
No,
bad
no.
guys? Round down. So what, 9 damage?
Felix.
Okay, I'm gonna move. There.
Sure.
I'm going to make sure I get the name here right. Misty Step. 30 feet away to a space that I can see. Yep, you got it.
I love Felix.
Well, it's 20 foot down as well as 30 foot.
You need to do
across.
some Pythagoras for that.
Okay. Okay, I'll go back.
No, I'll do the Pythagoras. That's 20
Come on,
foot
guys, it's
down.
not that... When we got
Speed run, guys. Speed run.
Yeah. Fucking arms, what the hell? Jesus.
It's 32 feet away, so I'm sure you can get it close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You can do it.
Yeah, 2 feet away and you don't have any movement left.
Well,
Okay.
actually, you can't do this.
That's me, I guess.
Yeah.
So Tom was going to grapple him and push him off, but now it's... oh, Felix didn't see you down there.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I will not miss the step.
Look at that
Why did I
classic.
take only useless...
Hold person, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, 'cause that's gonna work on a troll.
Yeah.
Does it not work in trolls?
There's
They have
another spell
incredible
called
amounts of
Monster.
wisdom.
You can't do it anyway. It's a humanoid.
Are trolls not humanoids?
No.
Nope.
They're beasts, right? Or monsters? What is it?
Large giants.
Should I just push them? What do I do?
You have spells, you do
Fuck
something.
it, I'll chill touch him.
Can you not maybe enhance somebody's abilities?
Chill touch is good against troll because he can...
Oh, that is actually really
Oh,
good.
Yeah, man, you're really smart.
Not that any of us knew that ability.
Yeah, it missed.
Oh no, he missed.
Oh no.
Okay.
Alright, seeing that my brother missed this crucial attack, I will
Cantrip, you mean?
I will use an action to cast my feet and say boom 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 and cast Fairy Fire.
Boom, 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 boom.
So it has to roll a
Dex.
what is it? Dexterity saving throw, and it has to beat my DC 11
Was it?
Dex saving
Alright.
throw. Fuck.
11
Alright.
though.
Yeah, because it's wisdom and not intelligence. Well, that's my turn then.
That my turn now? Yep.
Yeah.
Tom cast Hunter's Mark, he moves into melee with his trident and shield and rolls to hit. Speed run! Yeah! I don't need to cast Hunter's Mark, everyone knows what it does, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So 2d6 on top of this damage, presuming that's a hit.
Yeah.
I do 17 damage. Ugh.
That's the same as Barker did. Twinsies.
Bucket.
I scream again and swing again. Not recklessly this. No, still recklessly.
Only slightly recklessly.
Oh,
What?
26 to hit. Crit.
I just
for
imagine like
for
Barker
18
standing
damage.
in a grocery store in front of like two choices of wine, and it's like, no, oh, a connoisseur of damage.
I don't always drink wine, but when I do, I drink it recklessly.
Yes.
I'm also going to use my Goliath's Fury on this one. When you hit with an attack made with a simpler martial weapon, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time, and add its extra damage to the weapon's damage type.
You need a great axe.
Yeah, I suppose you can reroll the crit, yeah. It's a damage die.
No, it adds a d6 to his damage, doesn't it?
No, rerolls one of the damage.
No, it doesn't. It
Wait,
adds
is
an
it-
extra. It
Is
adds
it
an
Great Barker
extra.
Monster?
No, it's Orcish Fury, but Scott let me take it as Goliath's Fury.
No.
I add an extra damage die
Fair enough.
for an additional 12 damage.
Wait, why is it?
Why is it times 2?
Because I crit him, so it's times 2.
All the
But you
dice are
didn't-
times.
No,
two.
no, it'd be 2d6, not 1d6. And not be d6 times 2.
Oh, do we do 2d6?
Wait, when did you crit? You said you didn't swing recklessly.
I did swing.
Oh, he did
recklessly.
swing. He was like, yeah, on you go, I will.
Oh, okay.
But it would be another d6, not times 2.
My other campaign we play times 2. Crit roll. 9, 25, 27 damage.
Dunk. Damage. Fuck. I've already applied the first bit of it. What did you give me first?
17.
I
18.
give you 16, 18 first plus an additional 9.
Okay. Troll's turn. Although you did do a lot of damage to it. You see some of the wounds starting to knit shut. And because it's incredibly stupid. Alright, one moment.
I love those Warhammer rules.
At this point, I'm going to shout to Merrick to bring forward the cart. If you can handle a troll, it can handle you! Hurry up!
Probably not all of us at the same time, though.
Troll's going to multi-attack again. Just going to keep wailing on Baka.
Well, it's managing right now a troll, a Goliath, and a turtle.
Yeah, I think the turtle is the heaviest, right?
I think a troll's heavier than me, maybe. Looks at his belly.
2 misses and a hit for 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance. You can focus. If I'm just click.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah, it's when I take damage. It's not
Ah.
reaction though. It's just
Nice.
it's just a trait.
You can use your reaction to roll a d12.
Nah, no damage.
Okay, Felix.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Yeah, so there's all this money right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to grab some of it. And then I'm going to fling it against the rocks, and I'm going to say excitedly and really loud, look at all this money I got.
Okay.
Hope we've got another Misty Step there.
And then I want to move under the bridge towards the other side.
Sure. No.
I need to get some damage spells. We need to level up fast. I will just not mage hand. Chill touch him.
Nice.
Okay, that's...
Oops.
You can just click the button, click Chill Touch.
Chill touch.
Like Kill Touch in the chat.
That's too fancy for me. 8 damage, and he can't regen till my next turn.
Okay then.
But because I damaged him, I'm gonna move back a little.
It also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Nice copy pasting there.
Have we seen its like wounds regenerate at all?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to take out my wooden sword, cast Ragnum, my shillelagh. attack.
Yeah, hits.
Wow, incredible damage. And I only have one attack, don't I? Level 4. Yes, I guess that's it.
Tom?
Attack. Does a miss? Misses.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, back up.
I swing recklessly again. For for 14 damage. I think 17 hits.
Okay. Troll's turn. That recent attack slashes through the chest. And the wound starts to knit shut again.
Does it?
No.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yes,
Chill,
it
chill.
does. Checked it.
If the GM says so, it does.
If it says it can
Does
regain hit points.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Okay.
temporary points.
I mean, if you're going to question what I'm saying.
I'm gonna question
Nope.
these.
I'm gonna take you to
questioning it.
court on this.
I was just quoting what I said. I was not making a questioning.
Tis fine.
One moment.
I mean, I could see how you could read it like Scott.
No, fair enough. Jeremy Crawford has posted a tweet saying it is. Yeah, fair enough.
Who's Jeremy Crawford?
The guy who wrote D&D.
Oh,
One of
Well.
them is.
Yeah, one of the guys. You're right.
And the troll.
I mean, there's a dozen regenerate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to clarify for those who don't read Jeremy Crawford's tweets.
Yeah, just to justify for you, all you guys in chat, we are currently dealing with a problem of rule work, but we will be proceeding with this game shortly. Ross, you're kind of getting out of touch with your Twitch audience.
Yeah, I didn't look. Have you looked at what actually has been posted on Twitch chat?
Yeah. They're like, lol. Kappa.
No, they've got a resident sleeper swastika symbol.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is it called Resident Swastika?
Anyway, I believe it was going to be attacking me.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
if we could
running
get
after me.
word in edgeways.
Or running after Beth.
No, it's not running after Beth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still wailing on Maka.
Wait, is that actually your chat, Ross?
Yes, don't talk out loud. Scott's concentrating.
Oh, shouldn't have rolled that. I'm just going to re-roll the claw so I can get the damage.
wait, I'm a mod. I can ban that guy.
Don't ban Ting.
So that'll be 10 damage.
Yeah, the 16, the 21. The first claw misses.
Yeah, the first claw misses. Second one hits. The bite
And the
hits.
bite hits. So 10 damage.
No, 11 for the claw.
5.
Right. I had to re-roll it because I rolled the bite before I rolled the damage for it, for the claw.
Mhm. And 11, half does
You're
5.
saying the same thing, but he's already taking into account his resistance.
Yes.
My resistance.
I feel like shotting.
Seeing no troll pursuing me, I'll go back to the treasure and start picking it up.
Very nice.
I will share it just to you, Felix.
Thank you. You can do it after if you want.
No, that's done. Num, you go.
Do it again.
I will. Since I managed to keep him from healing, I will do exactly the same thing. Oh god.
Well, you don't know that it was you that kept him from healing. It could have been.
He's a wizard and he knows what his spells are doing, so I'm pretty sure he knows what happened.
Oh yeah, he does know the benefits of a spell. That's right.
I will. To not get disadvantaged by people being in front of me, I will.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Does he? Do I get disadvantage if I shoot him?
No.
He's large.
Well, I'm gonna touch him.
Also, you would only get disadvantage on ranged attacks if he was prone.
And I'm gonna miss him.
Or within 5 feet of you.
Hey, Johan, do you
I'm
remember that
closer.
cool thing you have as a divination wizard where you can?
I have to do that before I roll.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know,
forgot.
but maybe.
Okay.
No, I forgot.
All right. So, grumbling a little about the incredible lack of insight in my brother, I keep wailing on the troll, and I miss.
Yep. Tom?
I'm clicking. No, it's delayed. I also miss. Next.
Only my fairy fire as well.
Baka.
And a swing again. 19.
That does indeed hit.
I think someone
16
here is hitting
points of
him.
Damage.
How much damage?
16.
Troll's turn. It starts to reknit again. 1 minute. Okay. So now it notices Felix.
Nice. Well played.
Anybody have the sentinel feat?
I mean, if he leaves her, we can just grapple him.
So now says, "No, you pay," and moves to jump off and stop Felix's shenanigans. So attacks of opportunity.
Well, Tom is gonna try to grapple him.
I will try to grapple him. 10 versus whatever he rolls.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh my god! Really? He's almost off and Tom just grabs around his leg. No, not Felix!
Okay, now Kia. How do you want to kill him?
So he runs away from us to jump on Felix, and Tom intercepts him, and he's kind of like dangling over the bridge. And I just walk up to him and smash in his tailbone inside of his ribcage with the underhand swing.
Ouch.
Yep.
Right up the poop shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I then drop him into the river.
Yeah.
Felix.
And recklessly attack him
Okay.
and sever his body in half.
Right.
So the blood pours open all over Felix.
Tom, just play. Give me a strength check, please.
Okay, oh my god. I'm good at strength checks. Strength check or like athletics check? Athletics?
Athletics, yeah.
20. Oof.
How much does a troll weigh?
I imagine something between 500 and 1,000 pounds. I don't know.
No. Kilograms, maybe, but not pounds.
Yeah, probably.
500 pounds according to this random source. 9 feet tall and 500 pounds.
Yeah, because they're not like
They're not, yeah, they're
Tolkien
not.
trolls.
They're not obese.
They're quite
mean-
skinny.
Yeah, so Tom, you managed to actually stop the lifeless body tripping and falling off the bridge, and you're just kind of holding it.
Yeah, so I'll swing it into the, well, yeah, I'll swing it into the river so it floats away.
Well, I attacked it and probably.
Yeah, I mean, they too attacked as like a, as I caught the body for some reason. I caught the body. The body was going to land on Felix, and all he notices, he's like piling gold into his pockets, and like a blood drop falls down from the troll and lands in his nose, and he looks up at this huge troll that's like about to fall over, and then I swing into the river. Saving the day. Feels good, man. And then I shout at Merrick and tell him to hurry the fuck up. And then I'll lower a rope down for Felix.
Yeah. Moment.
A silken rope, by the way, which I untie from my trident.
Wow.
Which you untie from your rope harness.
I jumped down.
Oh, Jesus, Ross. You jump down 20 feet,
Yep.
break your ankle, and drown.
So I've got a lot
Maybe.
of shit going on in whispers at the moment.
You're still raging, question mark?
I haven't ended it yet.
Well, I mean, you didn't take that. I'm thinking just. I guess do you attack
attacked.
something? Yeah, if this is the next turn, yeah.
Sorry, one moment, guys.
No worries.
So do we level up?
Right, okay, so, sorry, did you let the body go, Tom?
I threw it into the river, so it floated away. You know,
Well, I mean, it just kind of gets stuck on the rocks.
it was dealt a lot of damage.
Yeah, I just examine it a little to see if there's if it's carrying any rings or any
No.
shiny stuff.
All of the shiny stuff was on the pile.
Alright. I turn towards the shiny stuff. Do I see more shiny stuff or more Felix?
You can just share them the troll thing that you shared me. Just share it to all of them.
Has he edited it now? That's what we don't know, guys. Just want to point that out.
Well, he said to Scott to share him that, but there's probably other stuff he found. That is not the...
Yeah, but I'm just saying that he could have edited it, so I want you to know that there's no... Just because it says troller here, doesn't mean we should trust that this is all the loot.
Wait, I don't see troll loot. Is it in the notes?
I see it.
You might not have.
And the brackets is the gold that was lost from Felix just kind of tossing it about.
Mm-hmm.
You lost 300 gold pieces from throwing it around. You threw a lot more coins than I thought. Wow!
The trade bars, that's the value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I tossed gold trade bars around.
Oh, okay.
I hope not.
Ooh, healing potions.
For some reason I had thought you'd thrown one of them.
Thanks for the correction, whoever did that. Alright, we probably can divvy that up off
Yeah,
game.
off game, yeah.
Off screen.
So I'll have to wrap up now pretty sharpish.
I jumped down, Scott.
Shot.
That's what my athletics check was for.
That's fine.
Alright,
I then stopped my rage.
because he's in control of his emotions.
Are you allowed to stop your rage?
Yes.
You need to give Barker a bar scene where he's on a carriage or something, and then there's this other Goliath sitting next to him who's called Tyler. You need to give in to your feelings, man.
Right, okay. I'll say I will have to wrap up, so any quick questions before I go?
I enjoyed myself. I don't have any questions at the moment. But
Do we level
I'll
up?
let you know.
Yes.
Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna roll for HP. Just gonna let you know.
Yeah, do that.
Alright.
I'm going to take average.
I wish Jack was here so I could rub him into the face about how much better milestones are.
Alright, that's pretty good.
I forgot what ranger it dice is.
Put up on my character.
2 attacks a turn. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Was that gonna go monk or was that the other character?
Nothing real significant. Yes.
That's okay.
Wait, doesn't your Eldritch Blast level up or something?
Yes.
No, a lot of stuff happens. I was just joking.
I only get an extra attack too. Oh, I get
Yeah,
second level
nice roll,
spells.
Johan.
Well, I get fast movement as well.
Nice.
So you can ignore orders that run in front even more.
Oh, I
Orders?
get level 3 spells.
Maybe I get to level 2 spell.
I get a level 2 spell.
Alright.
Can I get all
Appreciate
your
you running,
HP
Scott.
rolls?
Yeah.
I took average.
I didn't know we could do that.
I rolled 5.
Alex, you know me. Roll everything.
Says in the book you can take it.
Yeah, but the DM saying you can't.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The only roll that matters, Felix.
You deserve
Kappa.
that
Yeah.
for all the suffering you've endured.
I don't remember my plan for my character, so can I just roll later when I decide?
What do you mean?
I don't know if I was gonna go full ranger. That's what I'm saying.
What does this have to do with your HP roll?
I'm saying if I
Because
go.
if he chooses a
a
new
diff-
class,
yeah.
he'll get that damage.
Oh, yeah, okay. Multi-class.
I remember because I'm playing a ranger in Dark's campaign too, and I don't remember what one's which.
But you're playing Tom. I mean, class is just a side thing.
That's true.
Just let me know and roll it.
I will.
Right. On that note, I will have to.
Thanks for running, Scott. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks. I enjoyed it a lot.
No problem.
I was a little
A little
distracted
fun.
because I'm not feeling very well.
I hope you're feeling better soon.
It's fine. I've got a few messages I need to send you guys anyway, individually. So yeah.
Alright.
Can't wait for mine.
Everybody but you.
Oh.
Our proficiency bonus goes up too, by the way.
So I think the robe should go to Nam.
Yeah. It's,
I don't know if it's special in any way.
I mean, I'm thinking a barbarian would look even better in a feather robe.
I don't
Yeah,
think
okay.
it's your size, maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm only kidding.
And wait, aren't you the guy who purposely lets people cut you and shit? I don't think that robe is going to be on you for long.
Why don't we give 1 potion of healing to Baka, Tom, and Malkir?
Yeah, all the melee characters. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I find that agreeable.
Well, other option is Felix, Becca, and Tom, because none of us have any healing. I think Eldritch Knight does.
I mean,
Yeah, I have
Second wind.
No, it's fine. He can have mine.
I could also take a potion because I've Misty Step, so I can.
Yeah,
I do
Misty
have
Step
healing.
and heal
I
you
think
guys.
the
I'm not taking a potion.
I am taking a potion. I'll take all the. Okay, if none of you guys really want a potion, I'll take them all.
I'll give mine to Nam for the tactical Misty Step, give potion maneuver.
Alright.
Uh,
I even draw a picture using crayons.
Okay, so 1 to Malkir, 1 to Nam, 1 to
Me, Tom.
If I'm raging, I won't take a potion. I can't take a potion.
Sure, that's fine.
You can't, or you.
I don't think I can.
I think you can.
Potions of healing are 2d4 plus 1, right?
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So that's guaranteed 4 points of healing.
Whew. Whole action on that.
Well, I have 2 attacks now, so I can do more damage.
So you get to waste both of them drinking a potion.
So we have 440 gold, all told. The feather robe, which we don't know if it's just something of value or if it's actually of use to you, it's 250 on top of the 440. So, I mean, how do you guys want to divide all this?
We haven't sold the bars yet, or haven't traded them in, so don't think we can really divide that up. Maybe we should just keep a little treasury for now
I
for
can-
our group.
I can cast Identify on the rope.
Next
I need
time.
100 GP to do that though, so if it's worth nothing.
Can you cast Detect Magic first?
Can't
No,
you
I don't have
cast it
Detect
as a
Magic.
ritual or something?
No, not Identify. Plus, it still costs the money even if you cast as a ritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't there something in the rules about magic items feeling magic or something? Because you can attune with an item and you automatically learn what it does, right? If you wait it for an
Yeah,
hour.
I think by spending time with a magic item, you don't have to cast I think Identify is only instantly, and that's the
Yeah,
difference.
some stupid rule that ruins.
Something
Well, yeah, because you can think, oh, I can just attune to this magic item, and then it's a curse of cursing.
Alright, so
So how much did we get there? 72, 202,
Beth.
402.
I've already
already counted.
counted it. Yeah.
Baka wants a gold bar because it's the biggest.
Well, I mean, it's the exact same weight and probably a smaller size than 50 gold coins, to be honest. I presume it's worth 200 gold. Yeah, worth 200 gold piece total, that's what it says.
So it's 50 per bar.
Yeah, that's because 50 coins weigh £1.
Well, assuming that each one
That's
is
100% gold.
it's not just one gold bar. It's £4 of
Yeah,
gold
you're
bars, and maybe two
you're
£2
right.
bars.
You're completely right. That was an
100
assumption I made.
It is bars, so it's at least 2. I mean, it could be 10
Well,
bars.
why don't you just carry all the bars, however many there are?
I also have probably the best carrying capacity out of us all.
Do
Right.
definitely have the best carry capacity since you get that large size carry capacity.
I can double it again.
everybody
If
Everybody takes 14 gold.
14, that's a
Two
great
left
number.
over.
14 gold?
Mm-hmm. 260 silver. And I say the 2 gold goes to Naukir for landing the killing blow. The 2 extra gold.
that's fair.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
So is Tom.
So
Not a problem.
Nam will hold onto the robe, and
Alright, guys, I'm
Baka
heading
will-
off for tonight. Let me know if you do anything interesting. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you around.
later.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Catch you later. Yeah, I need to get a great axe.
Surprised you
You're already
didn't
killing it.
go. Yeah, you're the only person who hits. Thank God we've got you.
it's the way of the barbarian. It's even if you get advantage, I'm gonna hit harder than you hit.
I think that trails off at some point, but
Don't think it does. That's where barbarians shine.
Yeah, I mean,
As long as all we're doing is fighting.
certainly at this level, you're pretty dominant.
The
I
highest
think,
DPS class is a
I think rogue eclipses
paladin.
it.
I think it's
Oh yeah,
paladin.
paladin.
I
Yeah,
don't think I think rogues have like high single target burst, but they don't have very good DPS, if you will.
and rogues are situational. Paladins are on hit burst.
They're pretty broken. I think rangers are supposed to be good.
Really? I thought Rangers is the worst class in everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why I played 2 Rangers.
Well, it says here A.
It does say A there.
and
That's just
TR.
I'm looking at it positively.
Ranger, fighter, paladin. Yeah, fighters are the best all-round killing machines.
This guy has barbarian and monk in the last class, which I don't trust this tier list.
Apparently, I'm not very good at anything.
No, that's a bit some of the worst consecutive rolls, and not just this session too.
It's a little disconcerting when you have like +4, +5,
Yeah.
right 10.
Oh, too bad.
That's the nature of the game.
I saw someone do like a huge table math at DPS on time.
With the exception of Wizard, I think Barbarian goes toe-to-toe with pretty much anything up to level 20. DPS-wise.
I mean, yeah. But probably also with Wizard, because Wizard's just nuke and then useless.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you've got like some of like the level 9 and 10 or level 9 spells, like yeah, like you just wish me out of existence.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's the power a wizard has.
Or you fly,
Or yeah, you fly and then I can't hit you. You just fly 20 feet above the ground and just fling cantrips at me.
Yep.
It would take a while, but you'd kill me. But on the ground, I think, against any class, Barbarian goes toe-to-toe with. Although Barbarian can get a fly speed, I believe.
I mean, everybody can with magic items.
No, I think it's within the primal path. Yeah, totemic attunement at 14th level. If I take Eagle, while raging, you have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed. This benefit only works in short bursts, so you can jump and fly 40 feet. More of a glide.
You fall if you end your turn in the air. Now you only fall 60 feet in a turn. So, you know, if you're on a cliff or something, easy peasy. Oh, well, I don't actually know what terminal velocity is. 60 feet is failure problem, but don't know whether terminal velocity is obviously more.
I mean, any damage I take when I hit the ground's halved anyway, right?
Yeah, and you wouldn't really fall from that far since you'd be able to like fly the last second. Depending, I mean, at max you could only fall from however far you fall in a turn. I don't know how far someone falls in a turn.
Can't wait till 9th level as well.
Apparently you'd fall 576 feet in one turn. That's a lot more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but you cast fly, or you use fly, when you're 60 feet above the ground. You know?
Yeah.
Use
Yeah,
it as parachute.
yeah, just use it like reaction.
Yeah, use it as a parachute. You jump, you kick it in when you're 20 feet above the ground. Well, it's 40 feet. I'm looking forward to 20th level.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. Keep dreaming.
No. 24 strength and 24 con.
Yeah, but everything else will be like 50 strength.